We've been whiskey drinkers for a long time, and in fact, it's one of the things we bonded over when we first met.
Then we visited Scotland, where we got to learn about and try tons and tons of Scotch whiskies, even though we only made it to Edinburgh and Glasgow.
So today we're going to try another new Scotch, the Glen, Scotia Double Cask, and tell you what we think.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Phoebe.
And we are the couple behind In the Great Wide. Scotch whiskey, or just whiskey as the Scots call it, is a favorite of ours because of the smokiness.
And single malts. We prefer single malts. We're not really into the blended.
Not a big fan of the Cutty Sark.
Oh, come on.
Granted, Scotch is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
I realize that not everybody likes it, but if you like whiskey, you're a fan of bourbons or something in that way, American whiskeys, then at least give it a try.
Yeah, you can get into it. I think a lot of people who tell me that they don't like Scotch tried like one Scotch and didn't like it, and then they were like, well, I don't like Scotch, who knows, you know? But flavors of Scotch vary widely, really widely, depending on the region that they're from and if they're a single malt or blended. So there are a ton of aspects of what makes Scotch Scotch. So if some of what we're saying just kind of goes over your head, let us know in the comments if you want us to do another video explaining all of it.
There's so much to learn about Scotch. It's great. It's great. Assuming you already know a little bit about Scotch, this one is from Campbeltown. The Glen, Scotia distillery has been operating since 1832.
It's been around for a minute.
180 years. That's a long time.
You can do math real quick.
They know what they're doing.
At one point, there were over 30 distilleries in the area, but now there are only 3. There's Glen, Scotia, Glengyle, and Springbank.
Which distills my favorite whiskey, Hazelburn.
Super tasty. Yeah.
So good. So good.
So very good. And all Scotch whiskeys, by order of the government, must be matured in oak casks for at least 3 years. And the Glen, Scotia Double Cask is matured in first fill American oak casks that were once used for bourbon. And then they're finished up to 12 months in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks.
Pedro Jimenez is a type of white Spanish sherry grape, creating an intensely sweet, dark dessert sherry, which makes this super exciting to try.
According to Glen, Scotia, this aging process gives this Scotch a balance of rich, spicy fruits, sea spray, and sweet vanilla oak, even though it's a really young Scotch.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they only mature it for the minimum, the 3 years, and then they throw it into the sherry casks for upwards of 12 months. So so it's curious. I'm curious to see what we're doing. So we're going to open this bottle up, and we're going to try it live for you right now.
We've never had this Scotch before, so this is our first time trying it. And let's see if I can get it open.
I also love the fact that Scotches come in boxes. It's great. It makes it feel like it's a present every time you open one. It's Christmas every day when you have Scotch.
When you have a new bottle of Scotch.
It's Christmas every day when you have Scotch. Oh, do you hear that?
Love that sound.
Oh, okay. We have these fine
Glencairns.
Sorry, I forgot what they were called. We got these. We pulled in. Both of them came from Edinburgh.
From whiskey.
Yeah.
From whiskey. From the Scotch Whiskey Experience in Edinburgh.
The Scotch Whiskey Experience is very good. We'll cover it at some point in the future. You learn all about the different kinds of Scotches. Oh my God, I can smell it already.
Yes.
I feel like you gave yourself a much heavier pour. That's fine. It's fine. Who likes Scotch more? Okay, it's fine. You're fine. Okay. Slanja.
It's got a really nice amber color. It's a lot smokier than I was expecting it to be, actually being from Campbeltown.
Yeah. Yeah, normally the northern stuff is more smoky, a little peaty and smoky, which I love. But Campbeltown has become my favorite now that I've had two of them from the two distilleries that still exist. I really like this. It's nice.
It is. It's really nice. I usually recommend Campbeltown region scotches for first-time Scotch drinkers because they tend to be more caramely and smooth.
Yeah.
But this one has a 46% ABV.
Yeah.
So you can definitely feel that kick to it.
Big shout out to Jess and George for giving this to us. It is a very nice gift.
Love you guys.
You ever want to make a Scotch drinker happy? Give them a nice bottle of Scotch. It'll be good for the entire year. I mean, the appreciation will be good for the entire year. The bottle probably won't last that long, but although I still do have a little couple fingers left of the Hazelburn that I've been saving up for a special time. Even though we went to Edinburgh almost 3 years ago now, 4 years ago. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
And this whiskey has won some awards. It won the gold medal at the San Francisco World Spirit Awards in 2020.
Very big awards thing in San Francisco. They're very,
Yeah. And it also won Best Campbeltown Malt from the World Whiskey Awards in 2020, plus the gold medal from the Scotch Whisky Masters, also in 2020. So 2020 was like the year, apparently, for this.
Yeah, it was. You know. It was. The Double Cask is one of 5 whiskeys that Glen, Scotia produces, including the Victoriana, which is bottled straight from the cask without filtering. Apparently, that was the way they used to do it back in the Victorian age, back in the 1800s, and that was why they called it Victoriana. It has a 54.6% ABV. It's
That's
healthy.
Hardcore.
Healthy. But it's like drinking history. I mean, and this is part of the reason I love Scotch, because it's been produced the same way for hundreds of years.
And Scotland takes such great pride in producing the Scotch whiskey.
They do. They also have, from their regular stock, they have a 15-year, an 18-year, and a 25-year. And the 25-year actually won Best Scotch in the World from the San Francisco in 2021.
Wow.
So yeah, it's real good.
So this, I think, is more of the entry-level Scotch from this distillery. Because
it's finished in the sherry, it has a little sweeter, which is, if you were used to bourbons, it's the same way. The bourbons are a little sweeter, so like, this is a good way to get into Scotch. Highly recommend the Double Cask. It's really, really tasty. Yeah,
this would be an excellent Scotch to try if you already drink a lot of bourbon. Because it's got like a nice bourbon kick, a lot like how like Knob Creek does, you know?
It dances on your tongue. It's very nice.
But it's more complex than that because it does have some smoky qualities to it, but also some like almost saltiness and minerality.
That's that sea spray you're getting.
Yeah. The sea spray! We found it!
So this is available, at least here in California, at Total Wine & More for about $55 if you can find it in stock. It has a tendency to go very quickly. I don't know how many of the Double Cask were produced, but I know of the others, the other 4 that they produce, less than 10,000 bottles were produced of each one. So
wow.
It's not rare, but it's harder to find. You can actually get it from the website as well, the Glen Scotia website, glenscotia.scot, which you can get for $75, but because it's coming directly from Scotland, there's a flat rate shipping fee of $15. So the bottle will set you back about $100. Now granted, it seems like a lot, but the whole point is that you save money and then buy the good stuff and enjoy the good stuff when you really need to taste that Scotch.
So we are doing spirit reviews so that you can learn what to stock your home bar with and save money that way versus going out every time that you want to have a drink. So we want to know if you like Scotch. Have you had this one before, or will you be looking for it to try it after watching this? Let us know in the comments.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel as well. Join us every Thursday for more Thirsty Thursday reviews, where we review spirits like this to stock your home bar, as well as the bars we visit during our travels around the world.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the great wide somewhere. Salanja.